Let me check. I just pressed live. Let me check. Sound. Shalom, shalom. They good. Yeah. Shalom. Test. 1, 2. All right. We're the Hebrew Israelites, okay? A great millstone. We come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall, all right, of America, okay, which is Babylon the Great, all right, according to the scriptures, all right, the mother of harlots, okay? We come out to edify you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, all right, that are of the 144,000 and the one-third, okay? Two-thirds of our people, all right, are going to be put to death, all right, in this wicked cesspool of a kingdom, man. All right. We want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone, the peace sanitation, the Akim doing this work and true sincerity in the four corners of the earth, man. You know? So it's a lot of stuff going on, all right, here in the planet Earth, man. All right. And in Babylon, man. All right. And specifically, all right, over there, all right, in the Middle East, man. Okay. And the men of the Lord have been telling you that war is at the door, man. Okay, scripture talk about going into that third woe. Okay, you already had the first and second woe, which was both of the world wars, man. Okay, and what you got coming up, all right, and which is in its preliminary stages right now, is World War III. All right, which we know as the scriptures have outlined. All right, it's going to be the U.S. All right, which is Babylon. All right, against Magog. All right, which is Russia. All right, Russia. All right, China. Okay, and then eventually, all right, the scriptures say the beast is going to turn on the horde. Okay, what you even seeing that, all right, in your news and in your current events, man. Okay, because, hey, shit is getting stirred up. All right, you got the U.S. over there bombing the shit out of Saudi Arabia, all right, and the United Emirates. Okay, they bombing in Kuwait. They bombing in Bahrain. All right. All right, on these other Arab nations, man. All right, messing up their fuel supply. All right, messing up their oil reserves. Okay, tearing up their critical infrastructure. All right, and what nations, all right, are buying their oil and gas, all right, from these Arab nations, man. All right, the nations that are within the beast. Okay, that's in the EU and the NATO, man. Okay, so now they got to go get some of that Russian oil, man. All right, so now they're making more deals with Magog. Okay, so what you think that's gonna do, man? All right, you think the EU, all right, is gonna take the L for you, Babylon? Hell no. You know they're gonna get that cheap fucking gas, man. All right. Hey, and plus, you know what I'm saying? It was speculation, all right, that Babylon destroyed the Nord Stream pipeline, man. Okay, and there's been multiple presidents that came out and confirmed that. All right, so you know, hey, as the scripture say, the beast shall hate the whore, man. All right, you starting to do a lot of shit, man. You know, shit that's fucking with your allies. All right, now you got France saying, "Nah, we ain't gonna go to war. We're not doing this shit." You know, you got Spain saying, "Nah, hey, look, we don't want no parts of this shit." All right, then Trump put a sanction on their ass, man. But guess what? All you nations gonna fucking fight, man. All right, you ain't got no fucking choice. You ain't got no fucking option to opt out, man. Okay, you gonna get busy. All right, in the time of Armageddon, man. All right.
This is First Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 1. First Corinthians chapter 14 and 1, it reads, follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy.
Right. But rather that ye may prophesy, man. Okay? That separates us from all these other Israelite camps. All right? That's not out there prophesying, telling you about what's to come. Okay? Instead, these niggas is making videos with their whole fucking family in the goddamn thumbnail, how to be a better Israelite husband. Right. Nigga, we not in that time, man. All right? Your focus is way off the mark, man. All right? And if that's the focus that you in at this time, building a family, all right, trying to have the perfect Israelite household in fucking hell, all right, and in this land of captivity, all right, you bugged the hell out, man. All right, you bound to be fucking destroyed, okay? A nigga like that is, in his mind, is gonna take the damn chip. Okay, damn, I can't, I'm gonna feed my kids. My wife's mad, you know? Shit, hey, I can't get no food. The gas too high. But then here come Esau, all right? Pushing the RFID, man. Okay, hey, because that's what's gonna happen, all right, with this war situation, man. All right, they're talking about an impending economic collapse, all right, that this whole war could cause, man. This whole Middle East conflict can cause. Okay, Peter Schiff just came out saying that, man. All right, so you're gonna see a rise in precious metals, all right, a rise in oil and gas, all right. The shit is at 90 right now. They're anticipating on Monday, all right, that the West Texas, all right, is gonna be at over 100. Okay, y'all crying now about gas. Gas about to get way more fucking higher, man. You know, because I think in the beginning of the week, gas was like that shit was like 239 or so. And I was passing by. Then every day, it took a while to catch up. It might be 239, it went to 249. Then by Friday, that shit was at $3. Like, goddamn, you know? And they had the fucking Edomite that drive, I guess the nigga drive like a big ass fucking F-350 and shit. This nigga cussing out Trump. Yeah, he said we're gonna have cheap gas prices, you know? But the scripture talk about peace and safety, man. You know? But you didn't trust, you an Edomite anyway. But you, Jakes, you didn't trust in what the prophets had to say, all right? You don't have faith in Yahweh shop, man. You got faith in man, okay? But bring that out again.
First Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 1. Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy.
Yeah. So, hey, our duty is to prophesy, man, okay? Prophesy what's to come to Babylon and to the entire world, man, all right? Because you see what they got going on in the military. They telling the troops, oh, yeah, you fight for Armageddon, okay? You fight for the return of the Messiah, okay? Hey, then you got a lot of motherfuckers was reporting that shit, all right? Because you're supposed to have a so-called separation between church and state, okay? In your government, all right? And in your rankings, man, all right? But hey, these devils know what the fuck they doing, man. And hey, you are bringing on the coming of Yahweh Shah, man. Right. All right, because prophecy has to unfold, man. All right, scriptures say the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay, so that's what the hell you are seeing, man. All right, Amalek, it got his tentacles all over America, man. All right, do this, do that. All right, which ultimately is the most high power. You know, this is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. It says, "The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will." Right, the king's heart is in the hand of the Most High Power, man. All right, so that's why Trump will come out and say, "Oh, well, I'm the peace president. I'm going for a Nobel Peace Prize. If I was in office, the Ukraine war would have been over with. You know, I stopped this war, I stopped that war. You know, and the people was believing that shit. You know, oh yeah, he gonna stop all the wars. You know, we're not gonna have no issue like Afghanistan and Iraq. All right. Then the nigga was talking shit about Obama. All right, with his Hamite ass. All right, somebody, Obama was gonna start war with Iran. He said that in a tweet, like I think it was like 10 years ago. You know, and here it is, you being the actor that you fucking are. Which Esau set up. All right, ultimately the Most High. Here it is. Now you the head of fucking state over a goddamn war, man. You know. And this politics is all a fucking game, man. All these people are a bunch of fucking actors. All right? They all got a bunch of fake names and shit. They go by whole different identities, man. Okay? It wasn't meant for fucking Kamala to be in fucking office right now, man. All right? It was meant for Nero to be in office right now, man. If Kamala declare war on Iran, you think anybody gonna go for that shit? All right? Ain't nobody gonna go for that shit, man. They gotta have at least some kind of morale, with this fucking situation. All right? Because that Babylonian wine is still working, man. I had a fucking Edomite at my job. Oh, yeah. We're in Iran. And we're bombing the shit out of those motherfuckers. Nigga got a handlebar Mustang. We bombing the shit out them motherfuckers. I say, man, these niggas is stupid, man. Bunch of damn dumbasses. But hey, Esau ain't got to take his old ass out there to fight. You youngins got to take y'all ass out there. You fucking YNs, right? Okay? You 18 to 26-year-olds, all right? Hey, because they just made it a law, all right, last year, saying that if you was 18 to 26, all right, you are automatically, all right, enrolled into the draft. All right, you don't got to get it through the driver's license no more. All right, through the voter registration, okay? The student loans, okay? No. We've had, like these bullshit ass apps do on your phone, auto enrollment, nigga. Okay? You enrolled to go die, all right, in the valley of Yahweh Shabbat. Okay? That's a lot of you YN's destinies, man. All right, and good for you. You like switches, all right? You like what the nigga be the Dracos, You like all that shit, right? Okay, nigga, take your ass over there and die, all right? Because you a 2/3 any goddamn way, man. All you fucking women, all right, that been getting your benefits, fucking Instagram. Yeah, I got a house with my military benefits. Okay, bitch, you about to go out there in the Middle East, man. All right, the time for game playing is over with. Right. Judgment is at the fucking door. All right? Yeah, keep going.
That Proverbs.
Like, well, no, bring it.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 in verse 1.
Yeah.
It says, "To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven." Let me jump down to verse 8. "A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace." And that's the time we're in. So why do you Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai? Now we finna see whose back is finna be against the wall. Like the brother said, all these damn young ass rebellious Israelites, these proud ass Edomites. All right, this is the time of war that the Lord is mustering up, man. And it ain't no dying down and no turning back. It's only gonna ramp up from this point on. And that's the importance of knowing what time we're in. This is the most serious time to be alive, man, on the earth, bro. And it's the time of war. It's not turning back. And the end game that we got our eyes on is the MOTB, World War III, and Howard Shaw's return, bro. Just to add to your point, this is the times we're in. The Lord ain't holding back no more, man. It's time for judgment.
Right. That's what everybody was looking for. Peace. Oh, come on. Just give us some peace. Hey, look, we need a break. We need a break. No, nigga. Your break was over, all right, after goddamn the Crown Royale, man. You know, because after the Crown Royale, a lot of you niggas went back to doing your nigga shit. All right. A lot of you Edomites went back to being the fucking the devil you always have been. You know, a lot of you got settled down. Look, I'm talking about me a house since the Crown Royale. I done created a business. Okay, prolong, trying to prolong your days in Babylon, man. All right, the Most High saying fuck all that shit. You know, turning it right back up on their ass, man.
Hey, it's beautiful too. Just like how you mentioned the C-19 shit. Like people use that to reflect and say, well, we came out of that, we gonna come out of this one. No, you not. No, you not. That's where you got it mistaken, man. You not. It ain't finna be no bounce back and turn around. This is it.
Right, niggas got hope and shit. You know, but hey, Esau gonna be selling that hope for your ass, man. You know, we crash his fucking economy. He got that hope for you. It's gonna be in the mark of the beast. Okay.
Now, this is Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. It says, "Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways." And y'all Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all have chosen all the ways of the so-called white man. Y'all followed after him at every turn. Guess what? You're gonna follow his ass over there into the Middle East to your death, because they're gonna draft you. They're gonna send women and children. Guess what? All of you strong women that don't need a man. Guess what? You're gonna need a man to get pregnant to keep you from going over there in the Middle East.
Oh yeah, you know that's going down. Shit, Keisha, all right, Lilith, you Northern Kingdom. As soon as y'all get the draft orders, please put a baby in me, please. It don't even matter what the nigga look like. It ain't gonna matter no more. Ain't gonna be no. Oh, you need to make 6 figures and have a 6-pack and be 6 feet tall. No, that bitch gonna. Hey, look, she gonna want your seed, nigga.
Yeah, and these are the times that we're coming in. Because Esau he's got a short time, so he got to kick this stuff up.
Right.
Iran is not down with his dollar system, so guess what? He got to go over there and switch things out, or at least try to. He's going to try and switch things out because he got his new world order that he's got. Yeah, he's ready to start putting chips in people's hands. Yep. It's just everybody got to get on board. Yep. Everybody got to get on board with his financial digital system. All these different nations, right? You got the United States, you got Russia, you got China, you got all these different places rushing to get to a digital monetary system. So how are they against each other? It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors, just like on the Wizard of Oz. Don't look over there that man over there in the closet. Lee, he ain't got nothing to do with this. No, that's exactly what's going on. It's all smoke and mirrors to get everybody on this digital dollar so they can chip your ass.
So, like, if I can add, Klaus Schwab already said the World Economic Forum that they infiltrate the cabinets of every government. So they all pushing, as you said, they pushing towards a digital system.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Like I said, how you in a race against a rival country to do the exact same thing that they doing? How you we in a race? Come on now. But people don't know nothing. People don't know nothing. They don't understand. Oh well, yeah, that'll be good. We can cut down on crime. But you forgetting you ain't gonna be able to do shit because they're gonna program those dollars. They're gonna program those dollars to where, guess what? You want to go get you some liquor? No, your money won't work for liquor this week. You had too much last week. You want some gas? No, you can't get gas. Oh, wait a minute. Now, they have this programmable to where they'll be able to make it expire. So, that savings, that $100 you put back every month, so you can go on vacation, guess what? That shit's gone. Because if you don't use it by such and such date, it's going away. So there ain't gonna be you ain't gonna have no savings account. Not at all.
A lot of you so-called rich, you're gonna be brought down, all right, when Esau wants to institute that system. Okay? Because all them dollars you got now ain't gonna mean a fucking thing, man. All right? Even if you got millions, okay, it ain't gonna mean shit. Millions and billions. Because hey, even they showed that in the movie with the agents out there over in Kingsman. In the Kingsman, the first one, they showed you that everybody got the fucking chip, man.
Yeah.
The poor people got the chip, and the old rich fucking oligarchs got the fucking chip. You know, and they knew what it was, man. They knew that they was gonna lose their resources, man. You know, so that's what's to come, man. And why you think they doing all this? Now they talking about sleeper cells on the mainstream, man. You know, which I ain't really ever seen them talk about that shit like that on the mainstream now. All right, so what that mean, man? And everything that they've been foreshadowing, all right, in the news has been coming to light, man. All right, it's been happening, you know, because that's Esau on the left hand. You know, that's the old shit that they got to tell you what they do, all right, before they do it, man. All right, which it don't matter, all right, because the copper tops ain't gonna get it. You know, the 2/3 not gonna get it. All right, you Babylonians, it go right over your fucking head, man. All right, but it's really a warning to the men of the elect, man.
Right.
All right, that are in the know. All right, because we got the eyes to see, man. So we see what the fuck the left hand is fucking doing, man. So best believe it's gonna be a bunch of FFs, all right, going down in Babylon, man. All right, pretty damn soon. Okay, and that's gonna be another reason for, oh no, we need total control. You know, total control. Well, we can't have people out here, shooting people up and dropping IEDs everywhere, man. No, we can't do that. We got to know who everybody is and what they doing here in this country. You know?
Well, like you said, if they know that there are sleeper cells out here, what's ICE job? What is ICE
doing?
job?
Oh no,
What
no,
is
no.
what? No,
Abuelitas, that's the
they out here harassing you Israelites,
right, yeah.
wanting to deport you, but yet
Right.
we got whole sleeper
Right,
cells
right.
that we know are here.
Exactly.
Where the fuck they at?
Yep.
Why they ain't going after these sleeper cells?
Yep.
America not gonna ask that question.
That was done by intention, man. You know, that's why they had that gap between Trump presidency and then they put in Biden, all right, so that he could be the fall guy for the open border, man. All right? That shit, come on, man. You can see right through that shit, you know? And then so they can allow a lot of freakism to come into Babylon, man. All right, by putting in that leftist, that Democrat party, man. You know? Just to have somebody to fucking blame, man. All right, but hey, you had millions of people come to the border, all right, during the time of Biden's presidency, man. And during Trump presidency too, man. You know? Fucking gates was wide open and shit. You know? So hey, who came through there? They say you had Chinese nationals, you had Iranians, all right? Ham came through that hole. You know? Hey, and the nigga that did that shit over there in Austin, he was a fucking Hamite, man. You know? He from Senegal. That nigga like Ham. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't get that because they said he's a natural born citizen.
Yeah.
How's that work?
Right.
In order to be a natural born citizen, you had to be born on American soil, or you had to have what? Your parents had to be American.
Yeah.
But they said he was born over there, so how's that work?
Right.
I mean, how's that work?
Shit, they woke that nigga up. Look. Tom, nigga. Put this sweater on. Put the flag. Get that nigga the flag. Put the flag under your.
Put a Quran.
Oh, wait, before you leave, take this shit too, nigga. All right, turn on, nigga. Go. Got that nigga like Bucky, man. You know, cause they put the shit in all the movies and shit. Bucky, which was the Winter Soldier, that nigga was under that MK Ultra shit, man. You know, and that's the shit that Esau do. You know, so hey, man, hey, you niggas ain't gonna be circumspect, man. You gonna be out here partying and bullshitting, all right? Just like they do out there in Austin on, what is it, 6th Street?
Yeah,
Out there on 6th Street, niggas, all right, women out there being fucking slut whores, all right? And there's a bunch of ninjas on every corner, all right? And y'all niggas are getting laid out there, man. All right, partying and bullshit, man. This ain't the time to party and bullshit, all right? Nigga, we at fucking war, you know?
I got this Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their hand or in their forehead. So this is the ultimate goal. Like all this other shit that's going on don't mean nothing, because the ultimate goal is, you know, he wants to cause you to put a mark in your hand on your forehead in order to live in his system. So everything that he's doing is pushing towards that goal. You know, it doesn't matter. It's just like the movie The Golden Child. Like, You Israelites are the golden children. You know, he's feeding you with blood. He's feeding you with human. You know, he's doing all of these different things. You know, he's got evil surrounding you on all four sides. He's got you worshiping Caesar Borgia. You know, he's got you eating defiled food. He's pouring down, you know, pollutants down on you on the sky. But his ultimate goal is to get you into that digital system where he can say, look, nigga, you mine. You mine. And you can do whatever I tell you to do. And guess what? I'm going to leave you out there to dry because we want to maintain humanity at 500 million. So we got to get rid of 7.5 billion, you motherfuckers. Guess what? That's once you stick that in your hand, yeah, you're right in that system.
Yeah. Fucking right. You're useless eater.
Yep.
Like that. Okay. Yeah. Fucking you goddamn useless eaters, man. You know. And I was just thinking about some shit too. You know, Esau was doing away with the electric car shit. You know, shit. Esau be able to bring the electric car shit back, man. You know, keep that fucking gas going up. Yeah, they saying the gas could nearly go up to $150 a barrel, man. You know what that shit would do with the fucking gas pump, especially out there in California and shit. They should be like $12 a gallon and shit. You know, so then now they can get you back into that fucking Tesla, man. They can get you back in that. What the other one? It's like a start with an L or whatever the fuck. You know, they can get you in that motherfucker, man. All right. Because them electric cars are total control, man. Lock you in that motherfucker and drive your ass back to your house or drive your ass to the nearest detention center, you know?
Speaking of, you see the car just hit the corner being operated and nobody in there.
Autonomous.
Yeah.
Yep. Autonomous vehicles. And hey, that autonomous shit is being used in the Middle East right now. The fucking Iran dropping drones and shit. The motherfuckers just yep. You know? Drone warfare, man. You know, until it ain't gonna be drone warfare, man. Right. All right, it's gonna be boots on the ground, you know, pretty soon, man. You know, even though Trump keeps saying, well, you know, I can't get into that. You know, I don't really want to, you know, hey, I can't. That's classified. You know, but he ain't saying no, he ain't. All right. So guess what? Your sons and daughters are gonna die out there in the Middle East, man. Okay, and rightfully so. You know. Oh.
I got a precept.
Okay, go ahead.
This is Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And that's exactly what we see going on right now. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, as the brother mentioned, mustering the host of the battle. You know, all these different nations, they have no choice. It's the will, it's the determination of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to fulfill World War III and destroy all you the heathen armies. You know, Yahushua gonna come in the midst. It's gonna be nothing left but dust and the smell of smoke.
Yep, this is prophesied to happen, man. All right, nothing can stop this. All right, it don't matter how many fucking UN councils you do, you know, because hey, that time was already passed since that October 7th shit. You know, that stage shit happened. All right, and then they had the what was it, the 12-day war. Yeah. Okay, and look, they did the 12-day war. All right, and Amalek was like, "Oh, hold up, these niggas got some shit over there. Hey, chill out, chill out." You know what I'm saying? They wanted peace. You know, which they've been pushing and pushing and pushing them Elamites, man. You know, them Elamites was looking for peace. All right, and all they deals that they did, all right, they was bringing shit back, bringing back the enriching the uranium. Okay, so then it went from Amalek and Babylon saying, "Oh, don't you can't enrich uranium," to saying, "Hey, look, y'all need to hey, chill out on them hypersonic missiles too. Look, y'all need to get rid of them hoes too." You know. And that's when Iran was like, "Nah, fuck that. We're not doing that shit," you know. And so, hey, Babylon was gonna go to war with Iran no matter what the fuck they did, man. All right, no matter what they did. The only thing they could have did was fucking get on their hands and knees for fucking Esau, man. You know. And them people ain't gonna do that. Edom ain't gonna do that shit. All right, that's the old ancient mighty Persian Empire right there, man. All right. Hey, and Amalek, no. All right, because he was celebrating Purim over there, man. All right. So he know that those are Elamites, man. All right? But nigga, you Amalek, okay? And don't get it fucking twisted, man. You are not of the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Okay? How the hell you Israel? You oppressing the whole goddamn world. Right. All right? This is a time of our captivity. We the ones being oppressed. All right? In all the four corners of the earth, no matter where we go, man. Okay?
Hey, just to add to your point, and that just shows you that's the nature of the devil. That's exactly what Esau's what the Edomite does. Yeah. They love bloodshed. They have to. The earth will never be at peace. Treaties will never be made. Deals will never be made. This nigga is being exposed, and he trying to put the blame on other nations as if as if they're the problem. Just to add to your point, it's beautiful because in the midst of that, like the brother said, we are out here still oppressed. That's why we're waiting for the Lord to return, man, and judge these nations.
Yeah. Okay. This is
This is Psalms chapter 55 and verse 20. It says, "He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant." It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than all, yet were they drawn swords." And that's exactly what Esau has done. These are American Edomites. They went to Iran and said, "Look, let's talk peace. Let's talk peace." And as soon as they gathered to talk peace, then they bombed them. They bombed them. They did it twice. They did it 2 times. So this is the scriptures speaking, because who else is doing stuff like that? That is the damn Edomites. They proud, come to the table, let's talk, and then they bomb. Just like we went over Friday. Hey kid, with the goddamn pagers. Here it is. We're gonna sell you, manufacture pagers and give them to y'all. We're gonna sell them to you cheap. Guess what? You're gonna get that ring, you look at it, guess what? It's gonna blow your damn arm off. That is an underhanded that's a dirty, low down coward. That's a cowardly act. When you try and when you do, that's treacherous and cowardly.
Right.
Because you don't want to, go out there like in ancient times and, leader against leader. No, you want to send out, you want to send out troops and you want to hide back in a whole nother country and shoot somebody from a whole nother, another geographical location. Those are cowardly acts. But that is Esau's, that's him. That's why we're pointing him out, because these are the things that he does, just backhanded, low down, dirty shit, and then what he'll do, because he said he want a regime change, right? So by doing these back dirty deals, bombing up leaders at peace negotiations, then he want to come in and set up his leader and say, well, we are standing from a moral superiority state.
Right.
But this is the shit that you do. Come on now.
You know what's crazy too, man, is that, for the longest people thought, man, we got the UN, man, we got the Geneva Convention. It's certain means to war that you ain't supposed to do, man. You ain't supposed to be doing this. This is against the international court. Man, it's showing you that, man, Esau don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. He don't give a fuck about none of them documents he signed or created and then signed. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit. The Constitution, all right, you don't give a damn about that shit, man. Only you peons believe in that shit, And then we go outside the realms of it. Hey, man, you ain't supposed to be doing that. Hey, they're going to put your ass in a goddamn prison, man, for speaking up. All right, but these are the laws that they prescribe, man. They don't even keep their own goddamn laws, man. Here it is. You got, like the brother bringing out that pager shit. I just looked it up. They say that Amalek was planning that shit for 10 to 15 years, man, before that shit happened. All right? So that show you that this devil, hey, he always working, man. All right? He working, Jake think they working plays. No, nigga, Esau is working plays, dog. And that shit, bro, they blew that shit up in, no matter where the fuck the people was at. They was at the fucking grocery store. They could have been holding that goddamn niece. It didn't matter. They let them hoes go, Showing you that this is the fucking devil, man. And it's some bitch ass shit, With Israel and, hey, we went to war. We wasn't doing no fucking hoe ass shit like that, man. God damn, it's supposed to be some type of integrity in fucking war,
Not with Esau.
Yeah, not with Esau.
Not with Esau. Man, he don't give a fuck, man. He don't care. Well, he's waged war on you Israelites here in the United States and all around the world. He has waged war on you through your food supply, through your birth control, through your inoculation. Because as soon as your child comes out the womb, he wants to shoot him up with some shit, that has been proven to cause problems. What other animal on the face of the earth, when it comes out the womb, has to be shot up with some shit?
Right.
He's saying that you are not good enough, that the Heavenly Father didn't make you good enough to withstand these different viruses and so-called. He said, no, I got a better way. I can do it. We can bypass your health care, your what do you call it? Your immune system.
Right.
We can bypass your immune system and shoot it directly into your vein. So you can't fight the shit at all. But this is Esau. He has waged war on you, and now he's showing himself about, the prophecies are speaking. Let's get that. Have a cook. Shit. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Oh, I got that Joel too.
Nah.
Yeah, Habakkuk. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, starting at verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what shall I answer when I am reproved.
That's our duty, man, to stand at the watch. All right, at the watchtower, man. That's why we always seeing what the hell is going on the planet Earth, man. Shit, I'm at the job. I'm fucking listening to the goddamn news all day. Seeing what the hell going on. Everybody else caught up in their shit. Want to do this and who got plans and all that shit. Man, shit, I'm seeing prophecy pop off, man. I'm getting fucking, I'm excited. Looking at Twitter and shit, seeing them fucking hypersonic missiles fucking boom. Now Iran using cluster bombs. Amalek crying and shit. You're not supposed to be using those. That's against the Geneva Convention. I said, man, what the fuck? Hey, bro. Esau's a bitch, man. He do all the evil he fucking want, but when somebody do evil unto him, oh no, y'all gotta stop this shit, man. That's like the Edomite. You see the video of the Jake and the Edomite. The Edomite call Jake a nigga and shit. Jake sock his ass in the mouth. Esau.
I love you, brother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I love you, brother. You might love him if you call him your nigga.
Yeah. Fucking devils, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hypocrite.
Yeah, Amalek bumped them school children, and then what you crying about now?
Yeah.
Hey, they want blood for that.
Yeah.
Right before camp, I saw they asked Trump about it, right? They said, well, did the United States target a girls' school that killed 106, what was it, 170? Yeah, 170 females. He said, nah, that was Iran. He said, no, that was Iran. Iran did that. And then Hexel said, we don't, the only people that target civilians are the Iranians. So you're saying that you started a strike on Iran, and then they decided to shoot missiles on their own people, just to say that's Amalek shit. That's something you would do.
That's his MO.
That's not something that they would do. They're not going to do that. But yet, we didn't do it. We didn't do it.
Shit, all they gonna say is, look, Amalek be like, look, y'all don't understand, nigga. They had sleeper cells of Iranians under the school, nigga.
Yeah.
Into the school. I mean, we had to go through the school, dog. That's what they said when they blowing up all the hospitals and shit. Oh no, they had a lot of shit under the goddamn shit. Which we know that Amalek, come on, bro. You the tunnel dwellers of the earth, bro. Your ass stay in some goddamn tunnel. You had the fucking New York tunnels over there with the goddamn shit-stained mattresses and shit. What the hell was y'all doing down there?
That
And
shit went away.
you ain't heard nothing about that shit. These niggas did tunnels every goddamn well.
Yeah, God. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he that run, that Salakia. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, we making it plain, man. We making a vision plain. You know, that's why we hear current events and shit like that. You know, we don't throw that out like, oh, that's a matter of factly, or I know for a fact this and that. All right, we just filter things through the scriptures, man. Right. Okay, we don't gotta know the inner workings of what the fuck Nero was talking about with his said. All right, we ain't gotta know what the fuck Bill Clinton talking fucking about. You know, but we just analyze it through the process, man, and filter it through the scriptures. Okay, we know that it's gonna be a World War III. Right. All right, regardless of what fucking Putin say, regardless of what Xi Jinping say. All right, regardless of what Erdogan and Turkey say, man. You know, that's what's prophesied to happen. All right, no matter what the Most High got to put on these nations' heart. All right, to go to war, he's gonna do it, man. Okay.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. It reads, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's how do you measure the times diligently? Paying attention to the events taking place on the earth. And the beauty of it is the things that take place on the earth in today's time were already written about thousands of years ago. You know, the Lord put the spirit in his prophets to tell these things, and now we're in the time of these things taking effect. All right, and when, like it said in verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, and that's the time we're in. The Lord is about to get everybody's attention. The Lord is about to get everybody's attention in certain events that take place. The Lord said, pay attention to that. I can read a little more. Verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand. Like you said, we ain't guessing that shit. It's certain. Like, hey, it's understood. This is what the Lord said he was going to do. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath the beginning and the end is manifest. And, you know, that's just the times, paying attention to prophecy. Literally, the events taking place on the earth, you can read about them in the scriptures. And that's the thing. How does the Lord have the spirit moving in the earth? What are the prophets speaking about? You know, that's the thing. Like you said earlier, these are the camps out here talking about building up the family in the black community. No, pay attention to the events that are taking place on the earth, because the Lord is visiting this place, man. And there's the thing: if you are an Israelite, the Lord has requirements for you. You can't just be out here just fucking off like these other nations. It's certain things you have to pay attention to. You know, that's the thing. Our time ain't just on. We on borrowed time.
Right. Hey,
you know?
What about Hakan?
Oh man, come
better.
on.
He's
Yeah.
doing better. He in the
G-Wagon.
The G-Wagon? Yeah. AMG? Yeah, that nigga doing better, you know? Okay, nigga. Keep on, hey. Keep it up, man. Keep going for the Gentile crowd, man. All right? What you know, you nigga, you sold out, nigga. You know? Oh, you nigga, that nigga Satan the Sinner. Your bitch ass was stuck out there in fucking Dubai and shit. You know? Nigga, you don't watch the news? You know? Everybody could fucking see that something was about to go down in the Middle East, man. All right, in Iran. We didn't know the exact date, you know, but we knew that the shit was about to fucking go down, man. You had all the fucking ships, all right, and all them the aircraft and shit over there orbiting and shit. All right, what the hell you think? You don't know what the fucking time we in, man. You know, that's why a lot of you 2/3 just think to shut the hell up, okay? Because you don't know what the fuck is going on, man. All right.
It's Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. So when you go to these holy houses, right, here, you know, there's a holy house on every corner. What are they telling you about what's going on in the world? You know, are they in there prophesying, telling you, hey, you know, at least Trump does have something, right? He says, hey, we're over here to bring in Armageddon. Right. You're absolutely correct. Right. But you're not on the right side of it. Right. You're on the wrong side of that. But at least you telling the people something. You go up in these holiday houses, they're not telling you nothing. Hey, just, put your tithes in the basket. And we go, hey, don't worry about the gas prices going up. Right. Don't worry about, hey, the Lord gonna throw out a blessing that you can't receive. Right. Yeah, that's what no, hey, there's some shit coming down. Yep. And guess what? It would behoove you to listen to the real prophets. Right. The ones out on the highways and the byways, telling you that, hey, this a wrap. This place is almost over. It's almost done. I mean, the United States has been circling the drain for shit, what, 20 years now? Yep. Yeah, we about to go under.
Babylon ain't got shit to do but go to fucking war. All right? Think they invested all that money in a fucking weaponry and military for nothing? The scriptures say that this bitch is the hammer of the earth. Yep. Okay? And you seeing that he the hammer of the earth. All right? Hey, the nigga did some shit over there in Iran, man. He took out the he took out the damn leader in the first day. All right? The first day of the damn war. Then took out a whole bunch of his higher ranking service members and shit. So Esau still got some shit. He still got that sword. Don't get it twisted. Right. All right? But that's just gonna push him further and further, all right, into his destruction, man. Okay? Because if he take that shit out to Iran that he took to Venezuela, all right, that damn brain scrambling shit, all right, if you ain't heard about it, they say down there in Venezuela, that nigga went in there with the Delta Squad, all right, and they used some fucking sonar weapons, man, all right, and had Asher out there vomiting out their guts and shit, and then blood coming out their ears, man, So Esau still got his fucking witchcraft, which that's what's making it even more interesting, man. Shit.
Especially if y'all got that juice in you. Oh, if you got that damn graphene oxide in you, you through. And they mandated that shit to be administered all around the world. That's pretty much just like that pager. Yeah. We can activate that shit whenever we get ready. Yeah. But guess what? If you walking around with that shit in your veins, hey, it's on Esau. When he decides to activate that shit, then you're gonna have problems.
You can stroke out at any moment. All right. You know what I'm saying?
God, this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Right. So these prophecies are coming, man. All right. Ain't nothing you can do to stop it. Okay. And hey, we've been in this truth, hey, we've been waiting, you know what I'm saying? Shit. But we stayed steadfast, man. All right. A lot of the guys, they couldn't hold out no longer. All right. They was like, shit, the Crown Royale ain't nothing happen. I'm out this bitch. Or they couldn't wait on the Lord, man. All right. So they said, fuck it, I'm gonna go have fun in Babylon, man. All right, the day will never come. I'll be all right. Right. I'll probably die in this bitch. You never hear what I'm saying? May as well get my 401k ready. May as well give me a wife and kids, and you're going to see it, man. Hey, but there's a lot of you guys are already seeing it, Damn, they actually going to war with Iran? They're trying to throw his garment on and shit,
Hey, they had, if I can add, that's the mindset of most Jake out here. They had, if Jake at the job, say, the problem with our people, we think we stuck in neutral because we can't wait to see the white man fall down. And it's like, what the hell are you talking about? Like but see, this is the thing. He's supposed to think like that. Yeah. He don't have this truth. For us, we understand, bro. This man ain't finna escape the Lord's judgment. Right. Like this nigga is exactly where he need to be at the end, doing exactly what he's supposed to do, getting ready for the Lord to take him out. And that's the thing. We know we next. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that following. Like the scriptures say, where there is no vision, the people perish. That's important. Understanding prophecy, brother, Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Like it says, whenever we were dead in our trespasses, the Lord quickened us. Like he gave us the spirit to actually have insight in what the word of the Lord is. How do we receive it? Through the mouth of the prophet. You know, and Jake is out here bad, man. And and just because it ain't at your front door or in your house, Jake don't think it's coming.
Yeah,
Jake don't think it's coming.
it's about to be in your house. You know, it's about to be in every nook and cranny of your fucking house. You know, it's coming. Hey man, your bread about to be higher. All right, your milk about to be fucking higher. Your damn pus-filled milk. All right, all your foods and goods are gonna be higher, man. All right, they use petroleum for every goddamn thing in this kingdom, man. Did you know that, nigga? It ain't just at the gas pump, moron. You know, so get ready to pay for, hey man, and then, hey, the hyperinflation is gonna be out of control, man. All right, hey, and you also got to think about this. Here it is, the Saudi Arabia, all right, agreed to sell their oil using U.S. dollars, man. That's what propped up the U.S. dollar. Okay, they did that shit in exchange for something. All right, that was fucking protection. Okay, do you think Saudi Arabia feels fucking protected right now, man? All right, with fucking Iranian drones bombing their refineries, bombing their fucking oil fields. Okay, so what does that mean for the deal that Saudi Arabia had with America, man? You know, why would they continue going with America when they could just side with their own fucking people and the whole eastern part of the world, man? You know? So that hyperinflation is about to fucking, oh my goodness, man. You know? And then that's when Esau will present, you know, that MOTB, man. You know, all the dollar ain't worth nothing no more. You know, hey, get on the, hey, you got to get with this blockchain, man. You know?
Yeah, we gotta, you know, we got these sleeper cells. We need to identify them. You need to get on this digital ID. We need to link everything together. We need to link your digital print.
Right.
So whenever you go online, we need to know it's you and not somebody else. Just, you know,
Right.
we need to do all of these things. And guess what? Then we're gonna put that chip in you to you know, as the end goal. We're gonna go ahead and make sure you're taken care of.
Yep.
But let me what the brother has said. This is Psalms chapter 55 and verse 6. It says, "For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another." So the Most High set up Esau over the earth. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, right? He set him up, you know, as it states in Romans 9, just to take his ass down.
Yeah.
So he promoted him up because, I mean, look at these weak bastards. You know, they can't, you know, our whole nation of people was put into captivity under the basis of men because the Lord did that. Not because he was great or anything. He ain't shit. He's the basis of men. I mean, look at what he does for enjoyment. You know, he molests infants. You know, he molests infants. He scares them and gets their adrenochrome so he can live a healthy, young, youthful life. You know, he eats your people. You know, roasts them up and eats them. Eats different parts of them.
Right.
Then, you know, he tricked you goddamn end doves into aborting your kids and giving them to him freely.
Right.
You know, because he takes all of that stuff and he makes his medicines out of it. He does all kinds of weird freakism with it, you know, but yet you done bought in. You running down to the clinic, you know, you got your rappers, you know, having videos outside of the damn clinic, right? When he trying to destroy you. But yet, hey, you know, he's the basis of men and the Lord set him up. He ain't shit. And he's getting ready to be taken down.
And you, hey man, y'all got a problem, man. You know, if y'all put the boots on the ground in Iran, man, y'all gonna be, hey, it's gonna be a hell of a match. All right, because them Iranians, all right, the Elamites, they are seeing y'all as the so-called, they saying that they seeing y'all as an Epstein army, man.
Yeah.
Okay, they believe truly in their hearts that they fighting the devil. All right, and they not lying, man.
Right.
You are the freaking devil, man. All right, and the world is seeing you for being the damn devil, man.
Right.
Okay, which only helps our cause more and more. Okay. So,
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, "Behold, His soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And this is exactly what the so-called white man has done. You know, he's gone around everywhere. He's gone around everywhere, you know, enlarging his desire as hell. Yep. Hell being the grave. You know, hell is not a place where, you know, you got a dude with a pitchfork and all of that, where he's tormenting, you know, poking you with a stick. Right. No, hell is just simply the grave, in the earth. And guess what? It can never be satisfied. Yeah. So Esau is just like that. I mean, he went over to Hiroshima and Nagasaki and dropped bombs indiscriminately. You know, he don't give a fuck about who's there. But wait a minute, here in Iran, same exact thing. He's going over there because you got something that he wants, so he's gonna come and take it. He told his cousins, them Spaniards over in Spain. He said, look, you know, we're gonna use your base. If we want to use it, we'll just come use it. Yeah. You ain't got no say so in this shit. Right. So I mean, is that not a proud man? Is that not proud? Like, who else? Look, I'm just gonna come to your country and do what the fuck I want to do. And guess what? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? That's that American Edomite pride. I mean, they used to do this shit to y'all Jakes. They used to run up in your house, take your wife, take your child, and have their way with them. And they say, what you gonna do about it? Right? He's trying to bring that shit back, but now on a global scale, you know. But he's always been the devil. He's always been this nasty, rotten sleaze bag, you know. And that we just call him out for it because your time is up. We're calling you out for all of the atrocities that you have done and are continuing to do. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Yep. And the scriptures say he transgresseth by wine. So he pushes his wicked ass philosophies all throughout the planet Earth, man. All right. And a lot of these nations are rejecting that shit, man. All right. Even men that are here in Babylon are rejecting that shit. All right. Of all the nations. You know, they saying, man, what the fuck is this feminism shit? This shit ain't helping my household. You know, this shit ain't helping me find no decent woman. You know, this shit is a bunch of damn degeneracy, man. You know, and so he pushes that shit all across the planet Earth, man. He want to push that shit in Iran. You know, he want the women to take their shit off. All right, show their ass, show their teats. You know, a bunch of fucking madness, man. You know, and the scripture also say he need to keep it at home. Who the hell is Iran bombing over there in the Gulf states, man? All right. Like I said, Bahrain, Kuwait, all right, Saudi Arabia, all right. Why you got bases in all them damn nations, man? You know, because that's what the scripture said you would do, nigga. You outstretching your borders, man. And who else did that before your ass? Rome did it, man. All right, stretch themselves out too fucking far, man. All right, that was the end of their fucking civilization. All right, it's gonna be the end of yours too, nigga. Okay, because you the Roman Empire revised, man. You the revised Roman Empire, man. Okay? And they know that. Esau know that shit. I done heard fucking Trump and all this damn people in his cabinet speak on that shit. You know, that they Rome and shit. You know? Because these devils fucking know. You know? Well, what was the demise of Rome, nigga? All right? Did Rome last forever? All right? Y'all talk shit about, civilization started with the Greeks. Okay? All these, every nation had their chance to rule, man. Right. Okay, and had mighty empires, man. All right, the Persian Empire, the Assyrian, Babylonian, okay, Egypt. All right, Egypt was on the fucking map for a while, man. You know, you even went and stole your fucking witchcraft from Egypt, man. All right. So all this fucking prideful talking and shit, all right, the Most High has lifted up a base man. Okay, it's not because of your fucking intellect. All right, it ain't because you the fucking superior being, man. It's just your time. Right. Okay. But your time is nearly up. Right. Okay?
I have one. When you was in the Habakkuk. This is Jeremiah chapter 13 and verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may he also do good that are accustomed to do evil? And the answer is no. Just to hit the point, talking about Esau, his spirit is not upright in him, and there can be no changes. It ain't no helping do better. That's just how he is. That's how the Lord made him. This man desires, like you said, desires hell. It ain't never gonna be filled. The grave, it'll never be filled. There's always room for the grave. And that's the spirit of an Edomite, pursuing death, pursuing blood, everything against life. The Lord lets us know, hey, this nigga is gonna take peace from the earth.
Yeah.
That's how much of a problem Esau is to existence. I mean, to creation. This nigga is a problem against creation. You know?
Yeah, you fucking 1776 veterans, you should be in a fucking uproar, man. You know, they snapped your boy hand up, man. The damn military dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude, yeah. They snapped this shit up. Had this shit in the
Yeah.
You won't get out of here. We'll break your goddamn head.
that was a fucking senator and shit. Whooping your ass, man. But that go against the scriptures anyway, man.
Yeah.
You beating up on the veterans and shit. Veterans already got it hard enough. Motherfuckers homeless and shit. You know what I'm saying? The biggest byproduct of all the Middle East wars wasn't even the death that took place in the Middle East. It was the suicides when they came home.
Yeah.
You had 300,000 suicides, man. But y'all care about y'all veterans and y'all this. Get the fuck out of here, man. You full of shit. Babylon, you full of shit, man. And everybody see it, Even the fucking Edomites see it, but they can't, they got to go along with this bitch, They got to hold on for they pop Trump, man. That's what they got all they fucking hope in, Hope and dope, same shit.
Okay. I got a quick one. Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Iron gonna rust over time. You're gonna show that it's iron. The same with Esau Edom. He's the wicked. His wickedness is gonna show.
He wicked. Damn.
Not to trust this damn devil.
Yeah, keep going on that, though.
Okay. Sirach, I'll start hit 10 again. Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away.
Yeah, that nigga go crouching and shit. They got like, I don't want no problem with you niggas, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. As soon as you look, you go home, that nigga put fluoride in your water and shit.
Yep.
Nigga putting chemtrails and shit. Nah, we got no problem with them. We need the juices to be put into the Negro, Latino, and indigenous population. Nigga grow crouching, man. What do they say is the biggest, the biggest coalition that a lot of the fucking six-pack crackers be saying is between blacks and Amalek, man. With the hip-hop and all that shit and the fucking civil rights movement and shit, But nigga, them niggas is keep going in the script, bro. Keep going.
Sirach 12 and 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Yep.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat.
Yep.
And thou, at the last, remember my words and be pricked therewith.
Yep. That's what this war is about, man. This devil trying to sit in our place, man. Trying to appoint his own fucking Israel, man. Which is only just a bunch of fucking Edomites, man, and Amalek. Trying to say that, nah, these are the chosen people right here, and we're going to use our military might to do it. You're not going to wait on the Lord, all right, which the prophecy tell you that, hey, we waiting on the Lord, man. All right, we waiting on Yahweh Shah to bring his sword, man. You niggas is out here using goddamn drones and shit. That's not biblical, man. That's not biblical, okay? That's what Amalek is doing, man, sitting in our place, man, doing his greater Israel project, man. Hey, cause best believe when it's time for the Most High to get busy and send his son, ain't gonna be no we took hits on this side, we took casualties on this side, like the U.S. try to do, act like ain't no fucking casualties. Only 6 U.S. members died. Nah, nigga, it really ain't gonna be no casualties. You know what I'm saying? When Yahweh Shah crack them clouds, man, it's gonna be total war. It's gonna be straight up destruction, man. Okay.
Looking at Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5, it says, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarged his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long, and to him that laden himself with thick clay."
Right. Woe unto him. Destruction unto him, man. You know, into the damn devil, man. All right. Into Babylon, man. Destruction to you. All right. You took over the whole world using your international banking, man. All right. Using your backdoor deals, man. Using your usury. All right. And your buddy right there with you right now, Emily. Okay. You took siege of the whole planet Earth, man. All right. And hey, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? All right, after this damn this situation, man, is that like I said, that hyperinflation, man. All right, that thick clay. All right, because America is full of debt, man. You got trillions of dollars, all right, worth of fucking debt. Okay, trillions of dollars, man. All right, they say even with this war, they got a calculator. I ain't even looked at the calculator, but they got a calculator for how much money America is spending. All right, every day in war, man. And it ain't 1,000. All right, it ain't in the thousands, man. It's in the millions, in the billions, man. Daily, you know? So that's making this shit even worse, you know? Which, hey, we love it, man. Spend all the fucking money. Print, hey, keep printing. All right? Best believe when they do the next Fed meetup or whatever, all right, they're going to cut interest rates, man. They're going to rapidly cut interest rates. And when they cut interest rates, the inflation is going to go fucking insane, man. All right? Because guess what? Now the stock market about to go down. All right, because that's what old boy, he keeps saying he don't want to cut interest rates because the stock market is still green. All right, but when the stock market starts ticking red, all right, Trump gonna get his justification, all right, to keep cutting interest rates, man. Okay?
Yeah, y'all over there shooting bombs on paintings on the ground.
Right, man. That's crazy. Yeah. How much money you wasted on that shit? How much money? It's people starving and shit, okay, over here in Babylon. You got a whole fucking tent city, okay? You would just say in California, but we got 10 cities in Houston.
Yeah.
All right? I don't know what street that is over here, all right? But it's like a whole fucking enclave under there, man.
Yeah.
They had the news go through that. It was like, God damn. I'm talking about entrenched. This shit all back there, all behind, what's that little fucking, that lake or whatever everybody be going to? Bayou, Houston, it's 10 cities all through that shit, man. You know? And here it is, just spending billions of dollars on a on a useless war, man. All right? But hey, it's the Most High that's got you doing this shit, man. Okay? Hey, it makes sense when you know the prophecies, all right? And you know what's coming to happen, man. And you know the kingdom that we got in store for us, all right? But if you're an American, hell yeah, you crying, you know? You Mr. Peacekeeper right now, man. But hey, it ain't no time for peace right now, all right? Peacetime is fucking over. And it never was peace with you. With any of you jakes on this side, you ain't never had peace in America, man. Okay? Your ass always got to go to the fucking plantation. All right? At any moment, one of these centurions can bust your damn head to the white meat. Okay? Your woman is out of order. Your children are out of order. Okay? You got bills and bills and bills on top of fucking bills. You eating nothing but fucking GMOs. All right? So where the fuck is the peace at, man? All right? The peace is going to come when Yahweh Shah come, man. All right? That's when the true peace is going to come. In the entire earth, you know? This is beautiful, man. The heathen nations are seeing that Esau is the fucking devil, man. You know? So after Yahweh Shah lay waste to all these armies, man, these heathen gonna be, hey, they're gonna be happy. You know? Yeah, at least he's righteous, you know? He upright, you know? God damn, at least I got something to eat. Fuck. Fucking ham and shit.
Man, hey, it was a video I seen yesterday. It was a chick talking about how life was in Sri Lanka. And she was saying how Esau comes over there. They got money, you know, the dollar, the American dollar compared to over there, you know. So they come out there with money and they just fucking abuse everything out there. And she said, you can come over here and nobody should be hungry. You can literally pick mangoes. Everybody should have fucking mangoes on this bitch. But Esau goes over there, hoards everything and fucks it up, man. And he does that throughout the whole planet Earth. Like you said, the earth was, the Lord made the earth to abound. You know, never to come to a point where it's like, damn, where the earth is getting destroyed, like destruction. It's just the people in place right now. Like the scriptures say, the Lord is going to set up one that's profitable. You know, but you got it.
I got precept. This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 13. It says, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. So this is Yahweh Shah, on his return back to the earth. He's coming on with the clouds, right? For lack of a better term, it's a UFO. Right. So, and he's going to take his people back to their land. But it says, and there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. So when Yahweh Shah comes back, he's going to set up his kingdom on the earth. So, Donald Trump telling them, we've been ordained to set up, to bring about Armageddon. Okay, once this happens, your dominion is going to be taken away from you, right? Yahweh Shah is going to set up his dominion. And guess what? We're going to drop down to verse 18. It says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So the saints, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, those that have made a covenant with the Heavenly Father through sacrifice, you're going to be the ones that are going to be set up to rule under Yahweh Shah as joint heirs. Right. So all of these Edomites, all of these different, these heathens, we can get that too. That why are you heathen raging? Because hey, it's over for y'all.
Right.
All the heathens, you've already had your rulership. Hey, it's time for you to go ahead and wrap it up. Right. Finish doing your wickedness, and let's sweep that shit up. Because it's time for Yahweh Shah to come back and set up his rulership. Right. It ain't gonna, like I said, it ain't gonna be Elder Thompson Paul talked about it the other day. Just think about it. You'll never have to worry about a motherfucking spam call or somebody trying to rob you or cheat you. Forever.
Right time.
Come on. You ain't gonna have to worry about this shit. All of this usury. Now, the heathens, y'all gonna have to worry about some usury, but you Israelites, you're not gonna have to deal with that. And you're gonna have a heritage. You're gonna have generational wealth. Like, yeah, you're gonna have an inheritance, land, that will always be yours.
Right.
Always. It ain't you're never gonna lose it based on you didn't pay the tax.
Right.
Or Esau just want your shit, just want to come in and take it. Oh. No, it's never gonna happen again.
Oh, you're gonna have mineral rights to your shit.
Yeah.
Water rights. Now they got water rights. You ain't got the right to the water that's under your house.
Who does? But you got the right to the water that's under my house, and you gonna sell it to me? Yeah. Man, you a dirty, low down. Who gave it to you?
They could be drilling other people's houses and shit. You thinking you own that? Oh, if I struck oil on my land, no. Yeah, that's another stipulation you don't know about. All right, it's good that you don't know about it. All right, this is for us. This ain't for you, nigga. And you talk about like the brother talking about generational wealth. I seen this fucking Northern Kingdom bitch on there talking about she going back and forth with about that Judite woman, fucking Jasmine Crockett. She was trying to run for Senate in Texas and shit. She talking about Latinos have built generational wealth here in America. Bitch, look here, man. Y'all don't know what the fuck generational fucking wealth is, man. Okay? You are low level, man. You are low fucking level, And you think, hey, the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, they'll laugh at y'all ass, man. Talking about some fucking generational wealth. You a generational slave, motherfucker.
Slave.
You never even own like the brother said, you never owned your land before. You don't know what the fuck that feel like to actually own shit, okay? You don't know what the fuck that is to dictate to your children, all right? Nah, you're not going here, you're not doing this, all right? You got to go check your kids out of school and shit, and sign a bunch of papers and shit, and go get them fucking inoculated, all right? Don't tell me no shit about no generational shit, man, right. All right? All this been is a generational of captivity, man, right? Of oppression, Nigga talking about generational wealth. Man, bro, another kid will be having money in their mattress and shit. You know? That money is fucking depreciating every fucking day. If you holding a dollar, it's literally depreciating as you fucking hold it, man. You know? And even if you got the silver and the gold and all that shit, that ain't gonna mean nothing either. All right, because Esau not gonna let you operate in his system without having an MOTB, man. Okay? You people are fucking delusional, man. All right? But the Most High is gonna get rid of all that delusion pretty soon, man. When you see your 401k tank, when you see your retirement tank, there's so many Jakes waiting on retirement and shit. Man, I got 2 years left. I got 3. Nigga, you nigga ain't gonna make it. All right? You ain't gonna fucking. You niggas gonna be going crazy, man. Cause I know niggas got in they 401k, and some niggas got millions of that shit.
They really hoping on that.
Million, 2 million. Nigga been working since they was 18. Esau gonna wipe that shit clean. You know? Then you gonna see what the prophets was talking about. You know? Cause some Jake gonna step out of it, you know, cause hey, the elect are gonna, hey, they're gonna be popping up out of nowhere, man. You know? They gonna see that this was a whole fucking lie, man. Right? They gonna get with this truth, you know? But you others, when you go through that situation, all right, you gonna go to fucking Esau, man. All right?
Yep.
But a lot of you Jakes about to fucking snap up out of it, you know?
I had a pre-show. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, and I'm going to start at verse 24. It says, after that, the end will come when he will turn, Salaki. This is 1 Corinthians 15, and I'm going to start at 24 in the NLT. It says, after that, the end will come when he will turn the kingdom over to God the Father, having destroyed every ruler and authority and power. This is Yahweh's return to the earth. This is what is taking place. What does the scripture say? Due to unrighteous dealings and injuries gotten by the seed, a kingdom is transferred. One kingdom is transferred to the other, roughly paraphrasing, or the kingdom is translated to another people. So it says, having destroyed every ruler and authority and power. And that's the thing. What are the powers and what's the rule and authority set up right now? This shit is wicked, man. That's the reason for there needs to be a new heaven and a new earth that indwelleth righteousness. Because this shit is, you know, like it tells you in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, their hurtful works have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. That's why the Lord is coming back to take all of that shit out of place. It says, continuing on, for Hamashiach must reign until he humbles all his enemies beneath his feet. And it tells you in Baruch 4 and 25, just like these neighbor cities saw us go into captivity, we go trade upon their necks. That's what prophecy says. So whenever that time comes, look, just like this captivity and this oppression was drawn out, you damn heathen ain't getting off the hook so fucking quick and easy, man. The Lord is gonna humble all of you until he puts you under his feet, man. That has to physically take place on the earth. This ain't no bedtime story reading. This is soon to come. It says, and the last enemy to be destroyed is death. And that's on our side. The Wadi Yahweh Bashimi our side, like the brother said. Just being here in this fucking captivity is death, man. Imagine having imagine experiencing the blessings that the Lord told us that we got to look forward to. That is going to last forever. No more death. It says, and the last enemy to be destroyed is death. For the scriptures say, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has put all things under his authority. Well, Salakia, it says, of course, when it says all things under his authority, that does not include the Most High himself. So let me read it again. In this context, it's talking about Yahushua, right? So it says God has put all things under his authority, meaning the Most High put everything under Yahushua's authority. Then it says, of course, when it says all things under his authority, that does not include the Most High himself, showing you there's order to that. Yahushua and the Most High are not the same. Okay? It's Yahweh, Yahushua, and that's the order. It says, last part, of course, when he says all things are under his authority, that does not include the Most High himself who gave Hamashiach his authority. Then when all things are under his authority, the son will put himself under Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah's authority, so that the Most High, who gave his son authority over all things, will be utterly supreme over everything, everywhere. And that's the end all be all. Ain't no more nations coming up and rising. Ain't no more fighting. Got to worry about shit. It's over with. Yahweh Shah is gonna do it once and for all, man. And that's our hope. Right now, we getting our asses whooped on a daily in this flesh, but in the spirit, with what we just read, that's hope. Knowing that the Lord ain't gonna let this shit go on forever, man.
And seeing what's going on in the planet Earth, man. You know, we got hope. While you people are sitting there worried about, man, what's gonna happen now, man? I know it's gonna get bad for me.
Right.
Shit, we're waiting for it to get bad.
Right.
We want it to get bad. You know, it got to get bad before it get better. Okay, it got to be destruction. All right, before we get the kingdom of heaven, man. That's the new world order that we looking for. All right, we're not looking for Esau's freaky, all right, biohuman, all right, transhumanism, new world order, man. We're looking for Yahweh Shah's new world order, man.
Right.
All right, well, righteousness is gonna be throughout the planet Earth, man. All right.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. It says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they shall not spoil thee. No, Salaki. It says, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So all of these other nations, you know, no, you don't have, there's a great goal fixed, right? And you can't pass it. You know, you can't be an Israelite. So you're not going to get to that rulership. It's a separation. You know, once Yahweh Shah comes back, while Yahweh Shah comes back, he's going to set up his rulership on the earth. And guess what? The Israelites are going to be ruling under him, and you're going into captivity.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people stopping and looking, you know what I'm saying, pretty soon, man. You know, because there's a lot of shit going on, man. People are like, what the fuck is going on? You know? People start going to fucking war, you fucking sending your kids and shit, you know? And the food is fucking high as hell. People gonna be wondering, man, hey, man, there's something to this, man. You know, my pastor ain't telling me shit. The pastor still telling you, hey, man, just pass the plate, man. Fuck all that shit be going on,
Close the
man.
doors.
You know?
Yeah.
Close the fucking doors on your ass.
We don't care if the gas prices are high. We still need that time.
Yep.
We still need it.
Then, you know, a lot of them motherfuckers in the Harlem house, they go for Amalek, man.
Yeah.
And they fucking ignorance thinking that they the people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
One time I had a Jake tell me that shit at the job. I was like, what the
Likewise, Zach.
fuck? It was like,
He believe that shit.
it was about that Kanye shit. And then that nigga was like, you can't go against God people. No God people. I was like, nigga, get the fuck out my face, nigga. What the fuck? You got the,
Oh, so like, yeah, I got it. This is Revelation. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down. So like it says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
yeah, when you see this devil, when you look at Eagle Face, you know, when you see him, man, you can tell that he got a short time, man. You know, that nigga be rushing, man. You know, and then the nigga is declining rapidly, man. His health is greatly declining. You know, so even his physical body is saying, nigga, you ain't got that much longer.
Right.
You better fulfill what the fuck they told you to fulfill, nigga, or them damn files gonna come. You know? So hey, man, they on there, like he said with the juice, he called it warp speed, man. You know, listen to the names and shit that a lot of these politicians and shit are using, man. You know, because a lot of them are actually spiritual, man. You know, and showing that we are in those prophetic times, man. Okay, to get the fuck out of here. All right, the Most High is putting the fire under these nations' ass to go to war, man. All right, to tilt the economy, man. All right, to oppress you people more and more, man. All right, specifically you Jakes. All right, and ultimately to put out that MOTB.
Right.
Okay. Hey, but keep on being blind and dumb to this shit. All right, and you're gonna fall into fucking destruction, man. All right. But hey, anybody got anything? That's it. We'll close up. All right. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, all right, that teach this truth, all right, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right, and shalom to Yaka. I'm doing the work, all right, in the four corners of the earth, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.